Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for January 5th to the 19th. For January 5th to the 9th, heights are above normal here across the Arctic region and over the Eastern Pacific, and we have a broad trough here across much of the country, zonal flow here in the east. We will have an active storm pattern during this period. We'll go to the surface now. We will have our first low. What's it going to show? Okay. Our first low will come into the west, and then Thursday, it'll organize in the southern plains. You can see it down there bringing rain. And then it develops here and deepens as it lifts northeastward. Now, this is forecast to bring heavy precipitation across portions of the east. And it's let me see if okay, let me see, and we'll go closer here. Okay, this is what I was doing. All right, I got confused for a minute. This will bring heavy precipitation, possibility of snow across parts of the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. And you can see the deep purple here is heavy snow. This down here is rain. And we'll take a look at the snowfall amounts that are forecast during this period. And we go to Friday, Saturday, and it's supposed to be a Sunday. You can see here. Okay, we see 8, 9 inches here across parts of the area. Higher amounts here across New England, of course. And then it lifts out. And we'll take a look. That was the GFS. We'll look at the European. And it kind of has lesser snow, like across portions of the northeast Mid-Atlantic, with the heaviest snow here to north and west, close to 4 inches here, close to New York City and so forth. So it's still days away. It can still change. Models are flipping since I've been, like I told you yesterday, they're going back and forth, and but the GFS is the most consistent during this period. So also, then the next system will move. Let me see. The next system will go into the west over the weekend. You see the next system here in the west. And then that will also go northeastward and bring another round of heavy precipitation. You can see two parts of the east, north, Mid-Atlantic now. This one looks to be a little bit of snow, but then goes to rain even across the northeast because the primary low to the west is stronger. But there's a possibility of a secondary low developing, and if that develops, then that'll complicate matters worse. And then it goes back to snow across the northeast Mid-Atlantic. So there's a lot to watch here going on. That's the GFS. Here's the European. And then it does have a secondary. But there's a lot to watch going on for this forecast. Okay, we're going to look at the period for January 10th to the 14th. And heights remain above normal here. The pattern is a little more amplified. You can see the heights are joining, the above normal heights are joining here, causing a cross-polar flow. And we have a broad trough covering much of the country with this upper low, northern bay, above normal heights here off the east, over the Eastern Pacific. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for below normal temperatures for much of this region here, with anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal for precipitation. Calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is nearly 35%. Above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is near 40%. Looking ahead, we're going to look at the period now for January 15th to the 19th. And really, heights remain positive. They deepen here across Greenland. You can see the GFS with a broad trough covering much of the country. Also cover much of the high latitudes in the East Pacific. Here's where the caldera will be. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for a little change in the temperature anomalies, and for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for much of this region here, and the probability of occurrence is near 40%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for January 5th to 19th. Thanks for coming, Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.